Good morning from Boston. This is the last day of my 3-day trip, and I've got all morning to explore before I head to the airport. First stop is the site of the Boston Tea Party, where in 1773, American colonists dumped British tea in the Boston harbor to protest no taxation without representation. I don't mind drinking tea, but this morning I need something with a little more kick, so it's time to head to this local spot and grab an iced Americano. The weather is great out, and it's been a few years since I've been here, so it's time to hit the streets and do some sightseeing, and first stop is this famous park. Welcome to Boston Common, the oldest city park in the United States, established in 1634, and also the first stop on the Freedom Trail. Here's to freedom. And of course, I've got to walk the Freedom Trail. The trail starts right here in the Boston Common and is depicted by this red brick lined path. The path runs all through the city and takes you on a 2.5-mile historical walk showcasing 16 major landmarks and historical sites, which all relate to the American Revolution, like the State House, and this, the Granary Burying Ground, where many American patriots like John Hancock, Paul Revere, and Samuel Adams are laid to rest. I only have time to walk about half the Freedom Trail today, and my last stop is Faneuil Hall. This has served as a meeting point in Central Market since the 1700s, and there are many shops and restaurants here. If it's your first time in Boston, the Freedom Trail is a must-do. Now I'm switching gears to a must-eat, and that's a lobster roll. Now here's a quick shout out to my friend Sally Trubella, who's a travel pro and Boston expert, for recommending this place, James Hook. Here's what an authentic lobster roll looks like: nothing but bread and lobster meat, and I like mine with melted butter. Nowadays, the going rate's going to set you back about $35, but it was so good and definitely hit the spot. That was a great day of exploring. Boston is definitely one of my favorite layovers. There's a lot to do and so much history to see around the city. However, now it's time to get into work mode and head to the airport and get this day started. Our report time at the airport today is 3:40 local.
Had a great layover here in Boston today, but now it's time to make our way westbound and home. I'm going to show you what we're flying today, and then also tell you the significance of that flag that is hanging over gate B32.
Today we're flying a 737 MAX 8. Now let's talk about the American flag you see flying here. September 11th, this gate B32 is where American Flight 11 departed. Soon after it departed, it tragically crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. This flag flies here as a solemn tribute and a reminder to the American lives lost that day. We will never forget. Our flight out of Boston today is a 3-hour and 46-minute flight to Austin. That was a bit of a long flight, but we're finally here in Austin. It's a nice and quiet evening here. I ran up to the terminal to stretch the legs for a bit and was surprised that it was pretty much a ghost town. Now I'm ready for the go-home leg. It's a 1-hour and 55-minute flight to Phoenix. The rides were smooth and the weather was clear.
Southwest 4468 Phoenix Tower, wind calm, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 25 left, Southwest 4468.
Another great trip in the books. As always, happy travels, and stay tuned. I hear Southwest might be announcing another new exciting destination.